We all love a good hero story, where the protagonist overcomes all odds and defeats the evil antagonist. But sometimes, we crave something different, something darker, something more realistic. That's when we turn to movies where the villain actually wins, where the bad guy gets away with his crimes, or where the good guy falls victim to his own flaws. These movies challenge our expectations, shock our senses, and make us question our morals. In this article, we will explore 20 movies where the villain actually wins, from classic thrillers to modern blockbusters.
We want you to come to New York, you and your wife.
Behind the mask of power.
John Milton. Kevin Lomax.
We're currently representing 25 foreign countries.
Behind the facade of wealth.
Want to come upstairs and
lies seduction.
I don't like it here, Kevin.
He's into everything. Money laundering for the Eastern Bloc.
Temptation.
Drug cases, murder.
Corruption. Keanu Reeves.
Who are you?
Al Pacino. The Devil's Advocate.
12. Gone Girl 2014. Gone Girl is a psychological thriller film directed by David Fincher and based on the novel by Gillian Flynn. It tells the story of Nick Dunn, a man who becomes the prime suspect in the disappearance of his wife, Amy, on their 5th wedding anniversary. The film explores the themes of marriage, media, manipulation, and identity through the perspectives of Nick and Amy, who reveal their secrets and lies through flashbacks and diary entries. The film has a twist ending that reveals that Amy is not a victim, but a mastermind who faked her own kidnapping and murder to frame Nick for cheating on her.
Whatever they found, I think it's safe to assume that it's very bad.
It's just got very exciting.
You bumped up Amy's life insurance to $1.2 million.
Because she told me to.
Where's your wife, Nick?
You need to tell me.
You asking me if I killed my wife?
Rated R.
13. Memento 2000. Memento is a film that challenges the conventional structure and narrative of storytelling by presenting two sequences of scenes in reverse order. The film follows Leonard, a man who suffers from anterograde amnesia, which prevents him from forming new memories. He uses notes, photos, and tattoos to remind himself of his quest to find and kill the man who raped and murdered his wife. However, as the film progresses, we learn that his condition and his mission are not as simple as they seem. No Country for Old Men 2007. No Country for Old Men is a neo-Western crime thriller film by the Coen brothers. Based on the novel by Cormac McCarthy, it tells the story of Llewellyn Moss, a hunter who stumbles upon a drug deal gone wrong and a suitcase full of money in the Texas desert. He decides to keep the money, but soon becomes the target of Anton Chigurh, a ruthless hitman who uses a coin toss to decide the fate of his victims. Meanwhile, Sheriff Ed Tom Bell tries to stop the violence and catch Chigurh, while reflecting on the changing nature of crime and justice in his country.
It's a mess, ain't it, Sheriff?
If it ain't, it'll do till the mess gets here.
I'm looking for Llewellyn Moss.
You go up to his trailer.
Yes.
Do you want to leave a message?
Yes.
If I don't come back, you tell Mother I love her.
Your mother's dead.
Well, then I'll tell her myself.
Got a loose cannon here.
You think this boy Moss has got any notion of the sorts that are hunting him?
I don't know, he ought to. He's seen the same things I've seen, and it certainly made an impression on me.
Just how dangerous is he?
Compared to what? The bubonic plague?
15. The Usual Suspects 1995. The Usual Suspects is a 1995 thriller film that features one of the most famous plot twists in cinema history. The film revolves around the interrogation of Roger Verbal Kint, a con man who claims to be one of the only survivors of a massacre on a ship, where a group of criminals were hired by a mysterious mastermind named Kaiser Soze. As Verbal narrates his story, we learn how he and his 4 accomplices met in a police lineup, pulled off a series of heists, and ended up on the ship, where they were supposed to destroy a shipment of cocaine for Soze.
He saw Kaiser Soze.
And these are not the usual suspects. Keaton.
I'm a businessman.
McManus.
There's nothing that can't be done.
Hockney.
What, you got a team of monkeys working around the clock on this?
Fenster.
Flip you for real.
Verbal Kint.
Roger, really. People say I talk too much.
He doesn't know what you want to know.
I don't think he does. Not exactly. But there's a lot more to his story, believe me.
In a world where nothing is what it seems.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled
He's here.
was convincing the world
I know he's here.
he didn't exist.
You've got to look beyond the usual suspects.
I'm smarter than you. And I'm gonna find out what I want to know, whether you like it or not.
I work for Kaiser Soze. He feels you owe him. He does not expect all of you to live, but those of you who do will have $91 million.
It was Kaiser Soze, Agent Kuyan. I mean, the devil himself.
16. Inside Man 2006. This month, I decided to watch and review some of the fan-favorite movies where the villain actually wins. One of them is Inside Man, a 2006 crime thriller directed by Spike Lee and starring Denzel Washington, Clive Owen, and Jodie Foster. The movie follows a bank robbery turned hostage situation in Manhattan, where the mastermind Dalton Russell, Owen, executes a perfect heist while being confronted by the hostage negotiator Keith Frazier, Washington, and the mysterious fixer Madeline White, Foster. What makes this movie stand out from other heist films is the clever and unconventional plot that keeps the audience guessing until the end.
Bis 21 Uhr, ab dann bringen wir jede Stunde eine Geisel um. Solange ich nicht mit denen geredet habe, bekommen die nicht mal Kaffee.
Mach die Leute von der Straße!
Euer Ehren, haben Sie von der Geiselgeschichte gehört?
Was hat das mit Ihnen zu tun?
Ich möchte sicherstellen, dass bestimmte Interessen gewahrt werden.
Sorgen Sie dafür, dass alle ruhig bleiben, okay? Höre ich mich so an, als wäre ich nicht ruhig. Doch, eigentlich schon.
Hören Sie, Detective, das, worum es hier geht, sind Dinge, die Ihre Besoldungsstufe überschreiten.
Die da oben können ja meine Besoldung auf das richtige Niveau anheben, um das Problem zu lösen. Wenn das hier schief geht, dann schieben die dir den ganzen Mist in die Schuhe. Dieses Jahr. Wir treffen uns an der Vordertür. Du bist irre, da reinzugehen. Irre clever. Denzel Washington. Ich habe noch nie gehört, dass Bankräuber in einem Flugzeug mit 50 Geiseln fliehen konnten. Ich glaube, sie spielen auf Zeit. Warum, weiß ich nicht. Clive Owen. Und wenn ich sage, ich habe den perfekten Bankraub geplant.
17. Saw 2004. Saw is a 2004 horror film that introduced the world to the twisted games of Jigsaw, a serial killer who tests his victims' will to live by putting them through gruesome traps. The film is one of the 30 fan-favorite movies where the villain actually wins. According to various articles and lists, the film follows 2 men, Adam and Dr. Lawrence Gordon, who wake up chained in a filthy bathroom with a corpse between them. They find tapes and clues that reveal they are part of Jigsaw's game, and that Gordon must kill Adam before 6 o'clock, or his wife and daughter will die.
The Jigsaw Killer. Find the path through the razor wire.
Technically speaking, he's not really a murderer. He never killed anyone.
Dr. Gordon, your aim in this game is to kill Adam. If you do not, then Diana will die.
He finds ways for his victims to kill themselves.
I'm sick of people who don't appreciate their blessings. I've given you a life purpose.
Looks like our friend Jigsaw likes to book himself front row seats to his own sick games.
He doesn't want us to cut through our chains. He wants us to cut through our feet.
Most people are so ungrateful to be alive. Not anymore.
You are a drug addict. Do you think that is why he picked you?
He helped me. Don't believe Adam's lies.
Primal Fear 1996. Primal Fear is a legal thriller that explores the themes of deception, manipulation, and justice. The film follows Martin Vale, a Chicago defense attorney who takes on the case of Aaron Stampler, a young altar boy accused of murdering and mutilating Archbishop Rushman, a prominent and influential figure in the city. Vale believes that Aaron is innocent and suffers from amnesia, but he soon discovers that Aaron has a hidden personality named Roy, who is violent, cunning, and responsible for the crime.
In this case, it's not only the Archbishop, it's also the people of Chicago.
Excuse me.
Law offices of Martin Vale.
You got the news on by any chance? I think everyone's gonna want this one.
There's one lawyer they love to hate.
Sell the book rights yet, or are you gonna wait a while?
Now tell me, counselor, which one of us is the true headline chaser here?
Unlike you, I was assigned to this case.
You know who I am?
No, sir, I don't.
Don't you read the papers?
Richard Gere.
I speak, you do not speak. Your job is just to sit there and look innocent.
Well, I am innocent.
That's it. That's exactly how I want you to look. Can you remember that? Look in the mirror if you have to.
Even when the headline is murder.
There was someone else in that room.
There was a third person? That's the worst story I've ever heard in my entire life. Now it's our story.
He's the one.
You want to go one-on-one with me? I don't lose.
What's the matter, Marty? Been a while since you rubbed up against a woman with a brain?
Who's the real story?
Come on, ask it.
What about the truth?
The illusion of truth.
Well, he did kill him, right?
No, he didn't.
Don't tell me you think he didn't do it.
19. Basic Instinct 1992. Basic Instinct is a 1992 neo-noir erotic thriller film directed by Paul Verhoeven and written by Joe Esterhazy. It stars Michael Douglas as Nick Curran, a San Francisco police detective who investigates the murder of a wealthy rock star, and Sharon Stone as Catherine Trammell, a seductive and enigmatic writer who is the prime suspect. The film is one of the fan favorites where the villain actually wins, as it ends with the implication that Catherine is the killer and that she will murder Nick as well.
Das ist toll.
Sie will spielen, ich kann spielen. Jeder, mit dem sie spielt, geht drauf.
Sie verführt Menschen, sie manipuliert Menschen.
Worum geht's in Ihrem neuen Buch?
Ein Detective, der sich in die falsche Frau verliebt.
Und was passiert dann?
Sie legt ihn um.
Mann, die bringt ihr Gehirn durcheinander.
Sie ist pervers! Sie ist brillant! Soll ich das nicht besser übernehmen?
Nightcrawler 2014. Nightcrawler is a neo-noir thriller that explores the dark and twisted world of crime journalism in Los Angeles. Jake Gyllenhaal stars as Lou Bloom, a sociopathic con man who becomes a freelance videographer, capturing gruesome and sensational footage of accidents, crimes, and violence. He sells his work to a struggling local TV station, where he forms a manipulative relationship with the news director, Nina Ramina, Rene Russo. As Lou becomes more obsessed and ambitious, he crosses ethical and legal boundaries, staging and altering scenes, interfering with police investigations, and endangering himself and his assistant, Riz Ahmed.
Une entreprise de nouvelles pour la télé. Oh, reculez! Je filme les nouvelles de dernière heure. T'as pas vu un de mes trucs ce matin sur ce voleur d'auto qui a été tué?
Non, j'ai même pas de télé, tu vois.
T'as un cellulaire?
Ouais.
Il a un GPS?
Ouais.
Alors d'accord, je t'engage.
Ok. À droite à la suivante.
Tu roules trop vite!
Il est arrivé avant la police.
Jamais je te demanderai de faire quoi que ce soit que je ne ferai pas moi-même. Et Excusez-moi, je vais vous montrer quelque chose qui va vous intéresser.
Vous faites de belles images. Contactez-moi lorsque vous aurez quelque chose, d'accord?
Dans le même genre.
Voyez notre bulletin de nouvelles comme une femme qui court dans la rue et qui vient de se faire couper la gorge.
Eh bien, on se reverra.
À toutes les unités, 1, 2, 14.
Invasion de domicile.